Hi, Sarah here. This library of recorded classes are to help you with your home practice. So I thought I'd give you a little preview as to what we do. So get your mat out and let's start. Grab something to sit on, a folded blanket, and the other thing you'll need for most classes are 2 or 4 foam pads. £5.50 Yoga Matters for one block, really worth an investment. And also a simple strap that has a clasp. Don't worry if you don't have one with a clasp, but a clasp is helpful. And then grab some old towels or blankets because they're good, especially if you have stiffness in the knees. So most classes begin with sitting in this cross-leg position, Sukhasana, where we arrive and collect our attention. So as we begin this taster session, fold the palms, close your eyes, feel your breathing and check in with how you are right now. And then as you inhale, lift and spread your chest and bow your head to your heart. Then bring your hands down, open your eyes to raise your head. Then what continues is a few postures to open up the body, like kneeling forward bend. So big toes together, knees apart, and I've got the blanket here just to help me to be more on my shins and to give a bit of extra padding for the knees. Then stretch forwards and feel your back lengthening and spreading. Keep your head in line with your upper arms, and some of you may be able to bring your head to the floor. And as in a normal class, I'm thinking of all the people who might be watching, or I'm thinking of the people in the class and giving adjustments. So for example, for those of you who have tightness in the knees, have a blanket to sit on and stretch forward. So you've got extra space behind the knee. Those of you who are stiff in the upper back, instead of looking like this, with the head down and the back curved, stretch forward and then have your forehead on foam blocks. And what I hope with these recorded classes is that you'll begin to learn how to practice all the asanas in such a way that is useful for you and your body. So you become an intelligent practitioner. And now moving on to downward facing dog posture. So place the hands by your armpits, tuck your toes under, and then stretch up and back. Spread the palms, spread the balls of the feet, press the legs back, stretch the calves down. And again, those who perhaps are very stiff in the shoulder area, place your 2 foam pads on either side or bricks. Place your hands and go up. Because of the height, you'll be able to move that dorsal spine in and move those shoulder blades in and get the nice openness in the armpits. Then the heels go back and down and the legs are steady and firm. And let's come up to standing now. Let's begin with Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bring your hands into your chest, bend your knees, jump wide. Stretch your arms. Turn the left foot in, turn the right leg out. Grip the hips, lift the chest, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, extend to the side, lengthening this side body. Bring your hand to your shin and then bring the top arm directly above the bottom arm. Keep your head in line with the spine and try to lengthen both sides of the body and keep the right buttock in and keep the head back so it's above the foot. Exhale. Inhale, stretch your arms to come up, and we'll go to the left. So turn the right foot in, turn the left leg out. Grip the hips. Inhale, exhale, extend to the side. Again, feel that grip in the outer ankles, the outer hips. Lengthen the side body, especially this left side. Descend the left ribs to rotate the trunk towards the ceiling and bring this top arm, this right arm, so it's directly above the left arm. Move the left buttock into the body. Keep the head in line with the spine. Take the top waist back, top shoulder back. Exhale, press your feet down. Inhale, come up, turn your toes forwards and step or jump your legs together. So as you probably noticed in that position, you had the option to come out at any point, which is one of the lovely things about practicing on your own, that you still learn the posture, but if you need to come out of the posture early, then you can. Let's do a standing forward bend now. So turn your toes in. Grip your hips, lift the side chest, and then fold forwards. Catch hold of your elbows and lengthen the trunk forwards with the elbows, and then down. Stay there whilst I show those who have difficulty in their backs an alternative, which is placing your hands on a wall or a mantelpiece. Have your feet hip width apart and stretch back. Lengthen your waist, straighten your legs. And those who are doing the standing forward bend in the middle, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come up. Now most of you will have held your elbows in one way, so now hold them the other way. So change the fold, and then again extend forwards. Stretch up the muscles of the legs and stretch down the trunk and the elbows. Exhale and then inhale to come all the way up and come back to Tadasana. So as you can see, I'm teaching this recorded class as if you're all in front of me. So now we go to Upavishta Konasana, seated wide leg pose. So stretch your legs forwards, press your hands down, be in Dandasana, and then slide your legs wide. Now press your legs down, press your hands down, move your sitting bones down, groins down, and extend your trunk up. So a typical asana class will involve some standing postures, some seated, and then we would go to the restorative section. So that would be inverted postures and other restorative postures. So from here now, let's bring the legs together. As I said, this is a class in brief. I'm going to show you a typical restorative posture. So take your 4 blocks. If you've only got 2, then just place the 2. Just have 2. So you're going to lie down and place just the 2 blocks under your buttocks. However, if you've got 4, then place the 4 blocks under your buttocks. Tuck your shoulders under. Get that circular action in your chest. And then bend your knees, lift your feet off the floor, but keep this lovely shape in your chest. And then stretch your legs to the ceiling. If your legs are over here and it's uncomfortable for the abdomen, then you're best to have your feet at the wall. This is called Viparita Karani, the inverted lake posture. So relax here, feeling the chest really broad, eyes quiet, throat relaxed. So this is a good alternative if you don't do shoulder stand. I love shoulder stand, and it's a really valuable posture, great for the hormonal system, nervous system, very quietening. I know that some people find shoulder stand hard, so this is a really great alternative. So in all my recorded classes, I'll give you different options, so everyone can benefit throughout. So exhale now. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor, lift your hips and move the blocks out from underneath you. And then place one block under your head. And just rest there for a moment. Knees together, feet apart. So the last posture before Shavasana we'll do is Supta Baddha Konasana. And we'll have the support under our back. So your two blocks, and then if you've got a towel or a blanket, you're going to put that for your head. Then lie down with the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. The blanket is supporting the neck, but is not under the shoulders. And then rest here, feeling the soft, releasing quality of the abdomen, but the elevated, broad space of the chest. Some of the recorded classes are simply a restorative practice throughout, so they would involve these much quieter postures leading towards pranayama. Pranayama being practices which experience the breathing body. So how does our body breathe in different postures? And then once we're lying down in this position, which would be chest elevated but with the legs straight, how can we work with the movement of our breathing in this position itself? So just straighten your legs now, and I'll give you a small experience of that. So see if you can feel your out breath right here in the lower abdomen. And see if you can become aware of this space in the side chest. So now, as you lie here, feel your out breath in the lower abdomen going down as you breathe out. But then see if you can breathe in to this side chest. So as you breathe out, the tummy softens down. And as you breathe in, the chest is broad and expanding. So you're trying to feel both the left and the right lung filling equally, the rib cage expanding equally. And what's so transformative about these breathing practices is their awareness practices as well. Because sometimes parts of the body are kind of numb and we can't feel them. So we're developing this sensitivity when we're lying down to feel, am I breathing into this right side as much as my left side? Can I keep my throat relaxed whilst I breathe into this area? And then as you breathe out to the abdomen, can you feel that quietening quality as the face relaxes, the front brain becomes quiet? Okay, so just normal breathing now. So see how you feel. And we're going to lie down now for Shavasana, which always comes at the end of a class. So carefully come up and move your blocks out of the way. Then have your blanket or towel for your head. Lengthen your buttock flesh towards your feet and carefully lie down. Tuck your shoulders under, roll the arms out, slide the legs straight and let the legs roll out. And then allow your whole body to soften and relax. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Let your eyes rest back in their sockets. So most of the recorded classes are about an hour long, and sometimes I leave the session and leave you in Shavasana. So let's do that now so you can have a couple more minutes to relax. Whereas I'm going to say Namaste, and I really hope you can join me for this series of weekly classes on Vimeo, and that you can improve your practice and begin to really enjoy doing yoga on your own at home